Good morning. It's Wednesday, April 15th. I'm in Vaughan right now at Jane and Rutherford. It's been a busy morning. Look at all the buildings, all the condos and stuff around here. Still building. One of the stories came up this morning was some councillor in Whitby criticized the city or town staffer for something, and there was a big outrage. How can you? The staffer was wrong, but it wasn't like deliberate. They were just wrong about what they stated as something that was wrong. It's not that they lied or anything like that. And this councillor pointed it out, and now this big outrage erupted, about apologize and I want to put it in a different context here. First of all, these government employees, they have such fragile egos. It's unbelievable. Any critique, anything even remotely close to what has happened, and there's outrage. And every government office you go to, there are multiple signs everywhere on every counter, every window that this and that will not be tolerated. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, but it's just so in your face. They're so defensive about everything. But that's one thing. Another thing that I want to put it in the other context is that, I've been around the city for so long now, and I've been driving around the city for so long, and I did multiple different jobs and positions, and I've been to thousands of government agencies over the years, on all levels of government, federal, provincial, and municipal. And, generally speaking, I want to establish that I don't like qualifiers, but make an exception here because some people don't deserve to be criticized all the time, right? So a lot of times, the smaller the government agency is, the people behave better and they're more responsive and just, are nicer. And the bigger the office, then the more problems they seem to have. But everybody who's been around things like that, and many say this after working for the government for a long time and quitting and moving to a private sector, they all say that it's just atrocious. The working conditions and what's required of people is just terrible. The productivity levels are so low, and the expectations from workers are sort of reversed. Instead of maintaining certain standards of performance from people are discouraged to work hard. To put it simply, and you see it, especially in the city of Toronto, but not only that, but here, for example, we have this road crew here, construction, and all these guys are working, right? But from my experience, you go to city of Toronto and there's a project of some highway or street or something they're building. Most of the time, most of the people are just standing around and talking, right? And that's not talking about just construction. I'm talking about offices, and I've been to government places where I was supposed to pick something up or drop something off or whatever, and people are freaking losing their minds because you want something from them, right? I don't expect people to be stressed out at work. That's not what I'm saying. But everybody who has to do some real work for a living and who's been around different government offices and different places knows knows how low expectations are. The expectations are for workers and productivity. That's why overall productivity in Canada is declining, because most of the job growth is in public sector. I don't necessarily believe that the economy, if they just measured private sector performance, I don't believe we would see such bad numbers for our productivity. But the way we seem to shift almost, more and more aspects of society's life to the public sector, the productivity keeps declining. And there's another aspect to this also. I believe that I don't know how to put it, but I feel that sometimes that there's no morale here for government side. There's no ethics, like personal ethics. There is no work ethics. That kind of stuff is not up to standard. These people just sit around, and if you want something a little bit more from them, the reaction is immediate, negative, of course. It's just a general observation. And again, I'm not saying all people, all government workers, but I would say about 70% have a real attitude and ethics problems. And I'll tell you, I've been to thousands of places, thousands, anywhere from municipal offices, boards of education, city halls, police stations, you name it, hospitals, you name it. I've been there multiple times, to every possible government agency in Canada. So it's just another observation of mine. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, and so long.